7 proven strategies to take control of your mindset today. If you've ever felt like your mind is working against you instead of for you, you're about to discover why most people stay stuck, while a select few seem to effortlessly attract success and abundance. Here's what nobody tells you. Your current mindset isn't permanent, it's just practiced. And with the right strategies, you can completely rewire your mental programming in a matter of weeks. You see, while everyone else is waiting for motivation to strike or circumstances to change, the wealthy have mastered something far more powerful. They've learned to control their inner world so completely that their outer world has no choice but to reflect their mental blueprint. What you're about to learn isn't theory. These are the exact mindset strategies that Napoleon Hill discovered after studying over 500 millionaires, and they work whether you're starting from zero or looking to break through to your next level. 2. Most successful people on earth all share one secret. They've learned to make their mind their greatest asset instead of their biggest obstacle, and today you're going to discover exactly how they do it. Strategy 1. Master your inner dialogue, your mindset transforms the moment you become conscious of that constant chatter happening inside your head. Most people walk through life completely unaware that their inner voice is either their greatest ally or their worst enemy. When you catch yourself thinking, "I can't do this," or "this is too hard," you're programming your subconscious for failure. The average person has over 60,000 thoughts per day, and 80% of them are negative. But here's what the wealthy understand that others don't. You can actually reprogram this internal dialogue using specific techniques that work faster than you might imagine. Start with the stop, challenge, replace method that millionaires use daily. The moment you catch a negative thought, literally say "stop" out loud. Then challenge it by asking, "Is this thought helping me or hurting me?" Finally, replace it with an empowering question like, "How can I turn this challenge into an opportunity?" For example, instead of thinking, "I'm terrible with money," replace it with, "What's one small financial decision I can make better today?" This isn't just positive thinking, it's strategic mental conditioning that creates new neural pathways in your brain within just 21 days of consistent practice. But here's the game changer that most personal development experts won't tell you. Your inner dialogue must be specific, not generic. Instead of saying, "I am successful," which your brain will reject as false if you're struggling, use progressive affirmations like, "I am learning to make better decisions each day," or "I am becoming more skilled at solving problems." The ultra-wealthy also use what Napoleon Hill called auto-suggestion. They record themselves speaking their goals in present tense and listen to it during their commute, while exercising, or before sleep. This technique literally rewires your subconscious mind to seek evidence that supports your new identity rather than your old limitations. Strategy 2. Create a burning desire for your goals. Motivation without direction is just excitement that fades. By Tuesday, but when you combine emotional intensity with crystal clear purpose, you create unstoppable momentum. Napoleon Hill discovered that every great fortune began with someone who felt such an intense desire for their goal that failure simply wasn't an option. This isn't about wanting something nice. It's about creating such a powerful emotional connection to your vision that you'll move mountains to achieve it. Think about a parent lifting a car to save their child. That's the level of emotional intensity you need to attach to your success journey. Here's how to manufacture this burning desire. Write down your goal, then write exactly why you must achieve it. Not why you want it, but why you must have it. Connect it to your deepest values, your family's future, your legacy, your contribution to the world. For instance, if your goal is financial freedom, don't just write, "I want to be rich." Instead, write, "I must achieve financial freedom because I refuse to let my children worry about money. the way I did, because I want to donate $100,000 annually to causes I believe in, and because I know I have gifts that can only be fully expressed when I'm not worried about survival. The more emotional pain you associate with not achieving your goal, and the more pleasure you associate with achieving it, the stronger your desire becomes. But here's the secret sauce that separates dreamers from achievers. You must review and intensify this desire daily through what successful people call goal visualization sessions. Every morning, spend 10 minutes not just thinking about your goals, but feeling them as if they're already achieved. See yourself living in that house. Feel the satisfaction of checking your bank account. Experience the pride of your family when you've succeeded. Wealth consciousness isn't just about thinking rich thoughts. It's about feeling wealthy emotions so consistently that your subconscious mind begins to believe it's already true and starts seeking ways to make it reality. Strategy 3. Feed your mind with success-oriented content. Daily, your mindset is like a garden. Whatever you plant and water consistently will grow, whether it's weeds or roses. Successful people understand that their mental diet determines their life's trajectory, so they're extremely selective about what enters their consciousness. The average person consumes 34 GB of information daily. That's enough to crash a laptop. From the 1990s, but 90% of it is mental junk food that programs their brain for mediocrity, fear, and limitation. Instead of starting your day scrolling through negative news or drama-filled social media, wealthy individuals begin with what they call mental nutrition. Here's the exact morning routine that self-made millionaires follow. They spend the first 30 minutes of their day consuming content that reinforces abundance thinking and prosperity consciousness. This might be reading 10 pages from books like Think and Grow Rich, The Richest Man in Babylon, or The Millionaire Mind, listening to podcasts by entrepreneurs who've built the life they want, or watching educational videos about self-improvement and wealth building. They also keep a success journal where they write down 3 lessons they learned from their daily content consumption and how they plan to apply them immediately. But here's what most people miss. It's not just about consuming positive content. It's about actively rejecting negative programming. Millionaires are ruthless about protecting their mental environment. They unfollow social media accounts that promote victim mentality. They avoid news that focuses on problems without solutions. And they limit time with people who constantly complain or make excuses. Instead, they join mastermind groups, attend seminars, hire coaches, and surround themselves with content creators who challenge them to grow. They understand that personal development isn't a hobby. It's the foundation of everything else they want to achieve. Strategy 4. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. The quality of your life is directly proportional to the quality of the people you spend time with, and your mindset will inevitably mirror the dominant thoughts of your social circle. If you're surrounded by complainers, skeptics, and people who've given up on their dreams, guess what energy you'll absorb? But when you intentionally seek out individuals who are committed to self-improvement, who celebrate others' success, and who constantly challenge themselves to grow, something magical happens. You start rising to meet their standards. This is called social proof in psychology, and it's one of the most powerful forces shaping human behavior. Here's how to strategically upgrade your social circle. Start by conducting a relationship audit. List the 5 people you spend the most time with and honestly assess whether they're lifting you up or dragging you down. Are they encouraging your goals or subtly sabotaging them with comments like, "That's unrealistic," or "People like us don't"? Do that, then actively seek out growth-minded individuals through networking events, online communities, book clubs, fitness groups, investment clubs, or volunteer organizations. Join local chapters of organizations like Toastmasters, attend real estate investment meetings, or participate in entrepreneurship meetups in your area. But here's the strategy that accelerates this process exponentially. Become the type of person that other growth-minded people want to be around. Instead of just looking for mentors, become a mentor to someone who's where you used to be. Start sharing valuable content on social media, offer to help others with your existing skills, and consistently show up as someone who's committed to abundance and prosperity thinking. When you position yourself as a giver rather than a taker, you'll attract higher quality relationships naturally. Remember, you don't have to abandon old friends, but you do need to limit the time and mental energy you give to relationships that don't serve your growth.
Strategy 5. Take immediate action on your inspirations. The difference between dreamers and achievers isn't the quality of their ideas, it's their willingness to act on their inspirations before fear talks them out of it. Your mindset shifts from passive to powerful the moment you develop the habit of immediate action. When you get an idea, a spark of motivation, or a clear next step, you have approximately 5 seconds before your brain stops generating reasons why it won't work. Champions of personal development know this window exists, and they've trained themselves to move within it. This phenomenon is called the 5-second rule, popularized by Mel Robbins, and it's based on actual neuroscience. Here's how to master immediate action. The moment you feel inspired to do something that aligns with your goals, whether it's making a phone call, sending an email, starting a workout, or beginning a project, count backwards from 5 to 1 and then physically move. Don't think, don't analyze, don't plan. Just move. This interrupts the brain's natural tendency to overthink and activates what psychologists call your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for courage and decision-making. For example, if you get the idea to start that side business, immediately write down 3 concrete steps you could take today, then do the first one within the next hour. But here's the advanced technique that multiplies your results. Create what successful people call action triggers, predetermined responses to specific situations. For instance, every time I feel scared about taking a risk, I'll immediately research one successful person who took that same risk and study how they did it. Or, every time I catch myself procrastinating, I'll immediately do the smallest possible version of the task I'm avoiding. The key is to make these decisions ahead of time, when you're thinking clearly, so that when emotions try to sabotage you, your predetermined response kicks in automatically. Success isn't about having perfect conditions. It's about taking imperfect action consistently. Strategy 6. Practice gratitude for what you have while working for what you want. True wealth consciousness isn't just about accumulating more. It's about recognizing the abundance that already exists in your life, while simultaneously expanding your capacity to receive more. When you practice genuine gratitude, you shift your mindset from scarcity to prosperity. And this energetic shift attracts more reasons to be grateful. Successful people have mastered this paradox. They're completely satisfied with what they have while being totally committed to their growth. This isn't about being complacent, it's about operating from a place of fulfillment rather than desperation, which actually accelerates your results. Here's the specific gratitude practice that transforms your mindset. Every morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for, but make them detailed and specific. Instead of, "I'm grateful for my family," write, "I'm grateful that my daughter laughed at my joke yesterday and told me she loves spending time with me, because it reminds me that I'm succeeding as a parent, even when work gets stressful." Instead of, "I'm grateful for my job," Right, I'm grateful that my skills are valuable enough that someone pays me for them, and that this job is teaching me abilities I'll use in my own business someday. This level of detail trains your brain to notice and appreciate the good things that are already present. But here's the game changer that most people miss. Combine gratitude with what Napoleon Hill called definiteness of purpose. After writing your gratitudes, immediately write down 3 specific actions you'll take today to move closer to your goals. This creates what psychologists call positive expectancy. You're grateful for what you have and excited about what's coming. For example, I'm grateful for the $50 I saved this week, and today I'm going to research 3 investment options for that money. This practice programs your subconscious mind to see opportunities everywhere and feel deserving of abundance while maintaining the hunger necessary for growth. Strategy 7. Visualize your success with emotional intensity. Your subconscious mind cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and reality, which is why positive thinking combined with detailed visualization creates such powerful results. This isn't about daydreaming or wishful thinking. It's about using your imagination as a rehearsal tool for success. When you visualize your goals with emotional intensity, seeing yourself already living the life you desire, feeling the emotions you'll experience, and imagining the impact your self-improvement will have on others, you're programming your mind to recognize and create opportunities that align with that vision. Here's the exact visualization technique that millionaires use daily. Find a quiet space where you won't be interrupted for 15-20 minutes. Close your eyes and create a mental movie of your ideal life in vivid detail. Don't just see it, engage all 5 senses. If your goal is financial freedom, see yourself checking your bank account and feel the satisfaction of seeing those numbers. Hear the sounds around you in your dream life. Maybe it's the ocean if you're living by the beach, or the laughter of your family in your paid-off home. Smell the leather seats in your new car, or the fresh flowers in your dream office. The more sensory details you include, the more real it becomes to your subconscious mind. But here's the advanced strategy that separates amateur visualizers from masters. Don't just visualize the end result. Visualize yourself going through the process of achieving it. See yourself making the difficult decisions, having the challenging conversations, and overcoming the obstacles that are inevitable on any worthwhile journey. Visualize yourself staying disciplined when it's hard, bouncing back from setbacks, and celebrating small wins along the way. This type of process visualization actually prepares your mind for the real challenges you'll face and builds confidence in your ability to handle them. Abundance isn't just about having more. It's about becoming the type of person who can create, manage, and maintain wealth at higher and higher levels. If you've made it this far, you're already demonstrating the kind of commitment that separates those who dream from those who achieve. These 7 strategies aren't just concepts to think about. They're tools to implement immediately, because success isn't something that happens to you. It's something you create through consistent, intentional action. Your mindset is the one asset that nobody can take away from you. And when you master these principles, you'll discover that every external change you desire begins with an internal transformation. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, or someone else's permission to become the person you're capable of being. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. If this video has sparked something inside you, if you're ready to stop being a victim of your circumstances and start being the architect of your destiny, then subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. We're building a community of individuals who refuse to settle for mediocrity, who understand that personal development isn't optional, it's essential. Your abundance is waiting, but it's not coming to you. You have to go get it, and it starts with taking control of your mind right now.